Hello, welcome to the Perissos Horizon Chatroom series. I am Patricia Dzifa Mensah-Larkai, a communication and leadership coach. I'm the founder of Perissos Horizon and a two-time self-published author. My books, Fearless, Fabulous and Flamboyant, and Untangling That Tongue, No More Fear of Public Speaking, has been the foundation of the Perissos Chatroom series. The book, Fearless, Fabulous, and Flamboyant, is targeted as helping individuals discover their God-given purpose in life, find your personal vision, and be able to stay focused on developing the necessary skill sets that would enable you to work towards achieving your goals, your dreams, and connecting with others so that you can dream big and bring about creative collaborations. Untangling That Tongue, more public speaking, is set to help you build confidence and competencies to become a more effective speaker so you can communicate your message, your brand, and stay connected to those that would help you keep scaling higher heights. Today in our studio, we have a wonderful lady. She is such an amazing woman, and she's going to share insights with us on our topic. Before I go over to bring her into the studio, let me give you a brief introduction about her. She is Miss Hawa Abukari, and she is a registered mental health advocate, a nurse, a health tutor, speaker, and entrepreneur. She's a psychiatric nurse for the past 12 years, where she cared for individuals with varied mental health disorders, including depression, mania, postpartum psychosis, etc. Now, this is the medical field. She will tell us more about that later on. As a principal health tutor, she uses her knowledge to impact others, mentor, and teach them to become effective health professionals. And this she has been engaged in for the past 5 years. She's also an entrepreneur and the CEO of NABAHORLA Enterprise, producers of detergents, disinfectants, and antiseptics. Through her brand, she's able to equip others with the skill sets to help them find new sources of income. And that is why today's topic is so dear to me. I would invite her into the studio to tell us more about herself. Don't go away as we go over to Hawa Abukari. Hawa, you're welcome into the studio.
Thank you very much.
I am so delighted to see you. I know you are a very busy woman, and it has taken quite some time to get you into the studio. I'm really honored to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me, and hello to all your viewers.
Thank you. I know a lot of people will be wondering, who is Hawa Abukari? So please tell us more about yourself.
I'm Hawa Abukari, a registered psychiatric nurse. I've been working at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital for the past, in fact, I worked there for the past 12 years. And I'm now in the classroom. I had a passion to teach, to mentor, in fact, to coach and see the young ones growing to become great nurses as I have been. So I decided to go to the classroom. So I'm currently teaching at the Nursing and Midwifery Training College, Teshi. I'm now a principal health tutor, and I teach all subjects. In fact, I teach nursing in general. I have been, currently, I teach anatomy and physiology and rehabilitation and health promotion. I'm also the
Yay! I love that. Making impact and helping them acquire the knowledge and skills to become great nurses like you have been. And I also know that you are into the field of entrepreneurship, where you
exactly.
are looking for new ways, more creative ways, more effective ways to resolve our needs as individuals when it comes to cleaning and having sanitary conditions around us. So tell us more about your enterprise and what drove you into that field.
All right, thank you very much. I'm the CEO of NABAHORLA Enterprise. I acquired the skills in making products. In fact, I'm skillful when it comes to dealing with working with my hands. So I started making this detergent, this liquid soap, bar soap, powder soap, floor cleaners, and other things. So when I went to the classroom, I was like, I have all these skills only in my head. It's like I'm selfish. Why don't I impact the students so that they too, when they go home, they can also make something apart from nursing, aside nursing, they can also be making the product and selling and making extra income for themselves. So when I went to the classroom, I decided that, okay, all the final years, before you exit the school, I want you to exit with two certificates. One nursing certificate, and the second certificate will be from me, NABAHORLA Enterprise, after acquiring the skills in making the products. So when I told them, they were so happy and excited. They said, oh, sister, we are ready to learn. So that's where I started impacting the skills of making products. And I can assure, I can attest to the fact that people are making it and they are so happy.
Wow. I simply love that foresight that you had. Not only did you wish for the students to graduate with their nursing certificates, but then you had that passion in you to equip them with the skills that you have, which is helping you, of course, generate another stream of income. So when they bought into the idea and they started learning, what were some of the feedback that you got personally from the students? So here from past students who are now working as nurses or in one nursing field or the other, what has been the feedback in terms of getting that second stream of income?
Actually, nursing in Ghana now, when you complete, you have to stay in the house for 2 years for the government to enroll you to start working. So their issue was that, sister, we are going to finish school and we are going to stay in the house for 2 years before the government will call us. And I said, why do you want to eat and sleep? You can impact, in fact, you can make a livelihood for yourself and help your family. So when you acquire the skill, when you go home, don't go and sleep. Start making the product, make income, buy something for yourself, help your family. Don't go and waste 2 years waiting for government to call you. So I started this training somewhere in 2016. So I trained the first batch of students. They were the NAC 8 when they were exiting when they were finishing school. And I've had calls from them, and some of them have registered their companies, especially in this era, in this pandemic era. Liquid soap has become hot cake. Every household wants to wash their hands. And the knowledge they have acquired some years back, they are using it and they are making money. And they've called and they keep on saying, sister, thank you so much for making an impact in my life.
Wow. Wow. I'm even getting goosebumps. That is so amazing when you have been able to learn and develop yourself and you then have the opportunity to pass that knowledge forward onto others and they come back with such feedback and such testimonies. That I'm sure gives you a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction. So, for our viewers who are watching, they may be wondering, you had that sort of innate or inborn skills, but you needed to sharpen it and make it better. What were some of the ways that you were able to equip yourself and sharpen the skills that you had?
I was always ready to learn. In fact, I acquired these skills from another training session. I heard it on radio. And I said, no, I have to change my life. I have to do something in addition to nursing. So I enrolled into that program, went and acquired the skills. And I went on several occasions and I acquired more skills. So I was so skillful and I said, okay, now that I have more knowledge from other areas, why don't I also help others to also learn same? Some people, if you don't push them, they don't know what to do. They need to be pushed. I always believe that we all have something in us. We are always ready to make a difference, but just that the environment is not conducive enough for us to make that change. So some people need to be motivated, need to be pushed, need to be talked to, and that's what I did. All that I did was I want to make a difference in my life. What I hate in my life is seeing women suffering in society. So I just didn't want to see people begging for food and other things. So what else you can make something and sell and make a living? So that's what motivated me. That's what.
Wonderful. Wow. Now I know that a lot of Ghanaians in the past, we had that sort of negative perception or mindset regarding those who were into vocational skills or mates who were even undertaking vocational courses. There seemed to be some unknown or untold ways that presuppose that if you are into vocational skills or you are into vocational studies, then it means that you did not pass your exams. But I know you have a lot of academic credentials to your credit. Please tell us your views on how we can change that negative mindset. And then also tell us about your own academic pursuits and what you have done for yourself.
All right, thank you very much. Just as you said, when they are into vocational skills, they think, oh, because they didn't learn hard, that is why you
I think you can start your response
are
again
so.
because of the network. So you can take your response again from the beginning. We lost you a little bit because of the network challenge.
Hello.
Okay, so you can take that response
Hello.
again. Yes, I can hear you now. So you can take
All
that
right, thank you.
response.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Just as I said, it doesn't mean that you've not gone to school. I'm sitting here. I have 2 degrees. I've acquired
Tell us
I
about
have two
it.
masters.
I'll be
I have
interested
2
in that.
degrees. And then I have my master's degree in health education. I've also gone to acquire my postgraduate diploma in education. So it doesn't mean that you've not gone to school. That's why you're doing into vocational skills. It's just creating income. I enjoy being my own CEO. I don't even have to say having my own company, being my own boss. It's relaxing. It's flexible. You have some freedom. So that, it's
Exactly.
a it's a good feeling to have your own small company. In fact, how I do it, some people wonder. I do it in a small corner, but I come out with huge products. I got a contract to produce over 1,500 hand sanitizers for a company, and I did it in my small space. I
Yes,
did it in my small space. It's just like being creative. And we should
exactly.
respect creativity because
Mm,
creativity comes from within. You are motivated to do things, to change things around you, and that's all that matters. It doesn't mean you've not gone to school. I've encouraged people in my neighborhood, some women here, though some of them don't have good educational background, but they are
mm,
making money. The most important thing
exactly.
is that you don't need any book long to even make liquid soup. Just know the chemicals, know the ingredients, when to mix them and how to mix them. And when you mix them in the right proportion, the outcome is soap, which lathers well. And that is what they are selling, and they are making money, and they can feed their children now.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. I doff my hat to you. I love the fact that you made us to understand having the opportunity to sharpen your creative tendencies or going into a vocation and building a business out of it doesn't mean that you do not have any academic aspirations or doesn't
Yes,
mean that it is the end of your academic aspiration. You can do them hand in hand. And in fact, I believe that for those who are out there and desire to pursue, academic programs but have a challenge with their school fees. You can begin by learning a vocation and sharpening your skills with NABAHORLA and building that brand. By the time you realize, you would sell enough to gather and save some little money on the side. Isn't that the case?
Exactly so. The nurses who completed school and had to wait 2 years for them to be called by the government to start working. Now they were making the soap, selling, saving, and they were able to take care of themselves. Instead of them falling on a man to support them, they were able to buy certain things for themselves, and they need not ask their parents that, "Mommy, I want that." Because when you complete tertiary institution, they think, "Oh, you can take care of yourself now."
I like that. I like that point, and I want us to really. Hello, yes, I can hear you. I like that point you made, that learning a vocation or sharpening your skills in some of these capacity building workshops that you organize can help somebody to begin to sell at least something little to be able to provide for their basic needs so that they don't need to rely on external sources to get their basic needs, especially as young women. And here I want you to speak directly to young women like yourself, especially coming from your background. I know that there are so many policies in place trying to help curtail and stop early marriages, and else also bring that opportunity for education, that basic level education, even into the higher education, free for all. So what would you tell them? What would you tell them?
I would like to say, when you say my background, you are sending it back to Nima, where I was born, bred, and buttered.
Yes,
it's a
that is
difficult
where I want
environment.
you to go. I always tell people I want us to always look at our humble beginnings and the things that cause us to change and transform and to scale higher heights. We should be able to let others also understand it so they can do same for themselves, because we all have that ability if only we can persevere.
Exactly. So it was a very difficult environment. The environment that they didn't see the need for a woman's education. And they kept on telling my parents that they should let me marry. At a very young age, 14 years, they wanted to push me into marriage. And I resisted. I said no. I told my father right in front of him and told me that, as for me, I'll go to school. I will ensure I'm called professor someday. So he should not even think about pushing me into marriage. So my focus was on going to school, breaking the record, because it was a very difficult environment. And I have become an icon now in Nima community. Most of the young ladies are looking up to me, and they said they want to become a nurse like Hawa, because she also was born in Nima, grew up in Nima, but she has, through all the odds, she has been able to penetrate, and she has gone higher. And they come to me and say, "Sister, I want to be like you. I want to learn and become a nurse like you." It's an environment, you have so much discouragement and so much challenges, and you say, "You are a woman, stay home." But I told them, no, I will go to school. I will go to school, make a difference, and impact my society. And I can say that now the women in my community are, now most of them are educated. They have taken the challenge on, they go to school, and they are making difference in their society.
Amazing. You are such an amazing woman. And I am so honored to have you in the Priceless Horizon chat room telling others about how you have simply persevered, gone through all those hurdles, and still scaling higher heights. Because we want our audience to listen to these fearless, fabulous, and flamboyant tales. It is not easy, and it doesn't get easy at any stage. But once we have that commitment and mindset to make a difference, a positive difference in the lives of others, that will keep us spurring on and giving us that hope to keep on doing the good things we're doing. So I love the statements that you made. You said that your vision is to make NABAHORLA soaps and detergents a household name and a symbol of hope and can-do spirit for our youth. Before you come and give us, more information regarding why you set that vision for yourself, I want our viewers to please like, comment, share this video. We want this video to go widely and go viral. There's so many opportunities that starts with people being ready to go under training, seek some level of education in a vocation or learning from those who have gone the way, so that they can begin to start thinking about bringing to life their own ideas. And that is why the Paris Rising Chat Room series is here, to bring to the fore those who are doing fabulous things and making them available to you to stay connected. We want them to come into your space. We are letting them come into your space so that you can join forces, collaborate with them, and let their stories be flamboyant. Let it attract somebody out there who is seeking for like-minded people like this, so that they can connect with them and make a bigger difference. So now, tell us about this vision of yours, because I have no doubt that it will become a possibility.
Amen. The NABAHORLA enterprise for now is more scale business. I do it in a corner of my hall, just a small space in a bowl. That's what I do. But I produce and I can produce in large quantity. And I'm seeing NABAHORLA Enterprise as a very big company in future. And very soon, my product will be a household name. The soap, the detergent, both the cake, the powder, the liquid, the parazone, the Dettol, all the things will be a common household name. Not only in Ghana, not only in West Africa, not only in Africa, but it shall be international, everywhere, all over the world. NABAHORLA products will be found in each home.
Wow.
It's a little beginning, but we shall end big.
I know, and I am so honored to be part of the process, because I know you and my little sister were classmates all the way from the Pantan Psychiatric Nursing Training School. And I have followed you consistently. And I have observed how consistent you are, how passionate you are in this chosen space and field. Even at the time where you were receiving no monetary value for it, you were still showcasing and teaching people and imparting the skills. And so I am honored to be part of this process. And I look forward to NABAHORLA going international. So to our global audience that are watching us, please, there are so many youths here in Ghana, in Africa, looking for an opportunity to get certain skills, but they do not have the needed finances. For one to produce detergents, antiseptics, or soaps, it requires investing in the products, the ones that will be used to create, and that needs money. So obviously, Hawa cannot do it on her own, just based on her nursing salary or her teaching salary. If you are out there and you've been touched by this program, please reach out to her, sponsor her. You can sponsor 5 girls, 10 girls, 50 girls, 100 girls to go under her fold, attend her workshops, and get the desired skills, the needed skills, so that they can be equipped. This will help them generate an extra stream of income, especially in this COVID pandemic season. We know how essential these cleaning detergents are, and we need to make sure that they're having those antiseptic products, and that costs a lot of money to add those antibacterial properties. So we need you to support her, invest in her business, invest in the youth that she's empowering, both from her humble beginnings and those that she's currently teaching. Please reach out to her and be part of the journey. Let NABAHORLA soaps, detergents, and antiseptics become a household name, not just in Ghana, but at a shop near you. Let's go over to you, Hawa, I want you to also talk to a lot of us, myself included, all those who are in the corporate environment and are always talking about a second stream of income. I believe the COVID pandemic has really brought to the fore the importance of having a second stream of income. Because if you are out of work, or if your business collapses, or your company goes into a period of retrenchment and you do not have that regular monthly income coming into your accounts, it becomes a challenge, not just for the individual, but to the family that depends on them. So now talk to us, those in the professional field who are always in the suits and tie and always want to be in big swivel chairs, turning around. What would you say to how we can also look at vocational skills training and generating multiple streams of income?
All right, thank you very much. Just as you said, vocational skill training is not for those who did not go to school. It's for the professionals as well. So it doesn't matter whether your qualification, if you're a professor or whoever you are, you can still create an extra income. All that you need is just being creative. It's about creativity, innovation. The things are around us. You need to just change them, change the form, and you are into business. So I encourage all those who are in their suits, in their offices, that you can still learn it. It's not too late. Just attend one of the training programs and you acquire the skills in making those products. It's easy to make. Only all that you need to know is know the ingredients, know the chemicals and the quantity needed to make the composition, and you are into business. You
Wonderful.
can learn as many products as you want and do the ones you are flexible to do. And it will sell. The detergents and other things are daily usage. They are things you use in our homes daily, especially in this pandemic era where hand washing is compulsory. What do you need to wash your hands? You need soap. And you need antibacterial soap. So come acquire the skills in making the antibacterial soap. Brand them as antibacterial soap. Send it to the market, because now everyone is looking for the antibacterial soap to wash their hands so that we will stay away from these viruses.
Wonderful.
So it's not too late for anyone.
Wonderful.
Everyone.
It has been such an exciting time spent with you in the studio today. I know you need to get back into your classroom and you've taken a break just so we can have this session. I'm really honored that you were able to make time to share this valuable information with my audience. And for those of you who are watching, please do not forget, if you're watching us on Facebook, please like my page, Parissa's Horizon. And if you're watching via YouTube, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that each time a video is released, you will be part of the first people to know. And as always, I urge you to keep scaling higher heights. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.